let me rock and corner to you the heart. These bombs are lovely, you can shoot it far. I'm your main target, come on, help me at night. Love told me, hold me good tight. Let me explode, although you know the route to go to sex me slow. And yes, I must forget to let it go. You said that you are not all mine. Sex bomb, you're a sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. And maybe you can turn me on. Sex bomb, you're a sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. And maybe you can turn me on. You can give me more and more and count on this car. You can turn me upside down, inside out. You can make me feel the real deal. And I can give it to you when you tell me 'cause you're mine. Sex bomb, you a sex bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sex bomb, you're my sex bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. 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 Baby, you can turn me on.
We hope you enjoyed Sex Bomb, written and composed by Tom Jones, performed by the Red Army Choir, and part of OMG's Winter Concert Series. Next up, The Late Stream.
Live from the Roxy Theater in Central Ohio, it's The Late Stream with Automatic. This is Mr. Strontium along with Hefty Satchel and the OMG Orchestra, inviting you to join us for a spectacular OMG Studios production. Auto's guest tonight is in the title, with musical guests in the description. Now look over there. It's Auto.
Hello, folks. Thank you. Thank you. How about Hefty Satchel and the OMG Orchestra? Thank you kindly, folks. Thank you, and welcome to yet another installment of the Late Stream. I'm your host, Automatic, and I gotta tell you how it pleases me to see you sexy, sexy creatures tonight. Both our fake audience and the genuine viewers from home. Really appreciate you. We were up late last night burning the midnight oil in preparation for tonight's program. And unfortunately, we didn't even get everything into the program because it's really been down to the wire. I'm not going to lie. I've been a little stressed out this week. And so we've had a lot of meetings and all that stuff. In fact, in one of our meetings, I said, all we've got is old commercials. We need new commercials. One of our writers replies, that's all we've ever had is old commercials. I said, fair enough. Yes, a lot of the commercials were made a long time ago, and they've been resurrected for this show. And he said, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I said, well, hold on, before you go on, we've made some new commercials. And he said, well, I didn't see any. Anyways, it was just a misunderstanding. He thought that I was saying that I wanted, like, new style commercials in Technicolor and the whole 9 yards. And he was just saying that they're all old in the sense that they're all 1950s black and white. Suffice it to say, Caspa fired the guy, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I want to talk to you about miscommunication. Has a waitress ever given you your food, and she says, enjoy your meal, and you reply, you too? Or have you ever been on a business call and slipped in an I love you near the end on accident? I mean, you get so used to talking to the spouse or the kids or the parents that it's natural for you to say I love you before hanging up. And I have said that to a telemarketer, and I didn't even buy their product. You talk about mixed messages, I really felt for the guy. Now, I have a tendency to say uh-huh, and I don't pronounce the part. So all people hear is, huh. And then they find themselves having to repeat themselves to me. Or they just give up and don't care if I know what they're trying to say or not. So there's all sorts of examples of that. Miscommunication, misheard things. Whether it's a lyric, like the lyric, in the sky, always sounds like and this guy. You know, whether it's Judy in the sky, whether it's Lucy and this guy with diamonds, or Hendrix says, excuse me while I kiss this guy. I know I've heard it, even though I think I've always known what they were trying to say. But you just hear it a certain way, and you can't unhear it, you know? And some things I've just gotten wrong for the majority of my life in terms of phrases, nip this in the butt, like B-U-T-T. I'm gonna nip this in the butt. Well, I said that for, at least 30 years before somebody told me it's bud. B-U-D, not butt. You're not nipping anything in the butt. At least not in my area. Not around me. It kind of reminds me of, when Systematic and I bought our first house. She's my wife, not my sister. That's just her name for now. And I say for now in hopes that she'll change it to like Wife-O-Matic or something like that. But that sounds a little degrading, so Systematic it is. Anyways, we bought our first house, and the previous occupants left a lot of furniture there. Of course, we move it out to the curb, and we contracted some company to come repurpose a lot of this furniture and essentially get rid of it for us. But in the interim, we're having housewarming parties. I got Alice shit in my yard. And one of our housewarming guests, a friend of the family, she's saying, great house. I really love your yard. It's so spacious. And I said, well, come on. You got here after dark. Did you see the front yard? And she said, no, not really. What's wrong with it? I said, Alice shit in my yard. Company's supposed to come clean it up, but they never did. And she said, who's Alice? She said, who's Alice and why is she shitting in your yard? And I don't know what to tell the gal. Luckily, Sista spoke up. She said, Alice is Otto's ex-girlfriend. She does this everywhere we go. That's wit. That's something I don't quite have. Makes me think of the piano player joke. What is that? Oh, yeah. A guy walks into a piano bar, and he gets a few drinks in before he saunters over to the piano player. And he stammers out, "Hey, Slayer, slay me a song." The piano player says, "What?" Well, the patron catches himself, and he says, I meant to say, "Hey, player, play me a song," but it just came out wrong. I apologize. I said, "Slayer, slay me a song." And the piano player kind of chuckles. He says, "No problem." The customer carries on. He says, "It's not the first time that it's happened recently. Just last week, you see, I needed to schedule a business trip to Pittsburgh for two. So I walked into my secretary's office and I said, 'Trish, give me 2 tickets to Pittsburgh.' And she didn't take that well. She's a developed gal. She did not take that well. And the piano player chuckled again. And he says, I got you, pal. I got you. And I can relate too. You're not the only one that does that. Just last night, I sat down to dinner with my wife, and I had every intention of saying, 'Could you please pass the salt?' Instead, what came out was, 'Get out of my house, you leech.'" It does remind me of one of my first jobs. I was a waiter at a sports bar. And I was young. I was like way too young, and naive. One night, this couple comes in, and the wife is looking at the menu, and they're going to order drinks. And so I'm standing by, and she goes, "Sex on the beach?" And her husband says, "Sex on the beach sounds good." And I'm thinking, what? Now, I don't know the bar menu, so I just say, "I'm sorry." And she looks me dead in the eye, and she says, "You do have sex on the beach, don't you?" Now I'm freaking out. First, I felt like a third wheel. Now I feel like she's prying. And suddenly my manager puts his arm around me, and he's like, "Yes, we have sex on the beach." Well, I got out of that. I got out of that quick. Folks, we do have a great show for you tonight. When we come back from the break, we will have Geoff Douche. Geoff Douche, that's his name. Okay, we'll have Geoff Douche from the Captain Cosmos show on. Following that, we'll have our feature guest, Vote Girl. And then we'll come back for a musical performance by Electric Six. Like I say, folks, good stuff. Stick around for it. We'll be back after these messages.
And now, the United States Army moves one of its big new AOC Mark III cannons into position to pour hellfire on the enemy. And you too can move one of these bad boys into a position in your very own living room. That's right. The atomic cannon comes with detachable cabs on either end. Have them break off and roll around while you pour fire on the enemies of freedom using soft-tipped shells that slide deep down the barrel shaft. Extend that bad boy. Erect it, for there's an enemy red position just over the horizon. Take careful aim, son. Now ready. Aim. Fire. Get your very own AOC Mark III atomic cannon at your local retailer for the low price of $798. It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal. From the fine folk at Ideal Toys in conjunction with Bayou Baby Doll, we've been fixing a long time to bring you the most realistic doll on the market. But we done got the chemistry wrong till just about now with our Patty Play Pal Voodoo doll. We done infused a real little girl spirit up inside this doll. Her hair's so lifelike, and courtesy of voodoo magic, sometimes you can even hear a real little girl whimper deep down inside. toss her on the floor and trade shoes. She ain't going nowhere. She trapped up inside that doll. Just be gentle, 'cause you don't want to hurt her feelings. We done cleared out Nolans of all the orphans, and we turning them into dolls. Everyone from Johnny Playpow, Susie Playpow, Benny Playpow, Patty Playpow, Potter Pow Pow. Get you one. She's a wonderful doll. She's ideal. And just remember, she got soul, baby doll. She got soul. Right. Let's face facts. Kids, they want to be detectives. This kid, he gets to be a detective because his parents purchased a product. Hey, heads up, kid. Better draw that sidearm and plug this mug straight in the kisser. Yeah, hell, close enough. Have a nice trip. See you in the fall, you stupid lout. You know, a Tommy gun's a hell of a lot of fun to bring to bear when you want to be a genuine dick like Elliot Ness. This kid, he wants to be all that and more. He likes to go fully automatic, and who the hell can blame him? Me, I prefer the single-shot action, for when you gotta hit all the important vitals. You can get all this and more for $3, or you can strong-arm Mom and Pa into ponying up the extra dough and getting you the complete package. That's the quick-draw holster with the 38 snub-nose special, for when you gotta be extra thorough. You can get all this shit for $7, or it's $3 for the fucking Tommy gun. Hey kids, I'll see you at the store, and if Mom and Pa won't cooperate, get yourself a blackjack and knock 'em right upside the noggin. And welcome back, folks. Boy, do we have a good show for you tonight. I appreciate you being here, and of course, I appreciate my friend, Mr. Strontium. Strawn, how you doing tonight?
I guess I'm here tonight. I guess I'm happy about it, if the check clears.
Wait, it almost sounds like there's been a renegotiation. Am I getting ahead of myself?
I'm not at liberty to disclose any such details or confirm or deny whether or not the existence of such an agreement exists. Per my lawyer. He's
I see.
Also a mannequin.
Well, naturally. I suspect that OMG has a little more money now, considering, have you seen the booth up there?
Yeah, we've really implemented some aggressive cost-cutting measures lately.
Yeah, you know that weird kid. He's gone.
Who, Doug?
Yeah, Doug or whatever.
He's the only one out of the whole bunch of y'all that I actually liked.
You liked him? Hey, Casper.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's awful Ruby. Now you can stretch and kick up there. You
You wouldn't believe it. It's great.
does it get lonely?
No. I mean, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Look at all those empty chairs. What if Strawn, would you give him a few mannequins or just let him borrow a few mannequins?
Whoa.
I could lease them to him.
There you go.
Fellas. Let's cut that idea down right now. I mean, mannequins? What am I going to do with a mannequin?
You're happy that... Well, full disclosure, folks, they've been letting people go from the booth left and right. Casper, am I wrong to say that you sound happy about this?
I mean, who wouldn't be happy? Did you see what I got from Santa?
I did. You got
Yeah.
Wentworth.
Wentworth.
Yeah, Wentworth.
JG Wentworth. I mean,
I don't trust that thing.
oh, she, it. I mean, machine.
Every
robot?
time I go to the men's room,
Like-
it watches me.
Well, that's
that men's room has some historical significance. Actually, that's a ladies' room. I'm sorry, I digress. Casper, what?
If I can piss in it, it's a men's room.
You sound like you're in love.
I wouldn't say so much in love, but enthralled, yes.
Who do you got up there
Do
with you
you
now?
understand that this thing only responds to my commands?
Oh God, can you imagine,
I mean-
Strawn? That's
And-
I couldn't
understand the
imagine doing
capability?
everything he says.
me neither.
The
That's
capability of this machine. It's
that.
great.
I'm just telling you, there are some people that are just starting to get a little. I don't know. They're looking at Bentworth sideways, if you ask me, or Wentworth.
Oh, hey, all I can say, it's my money, and I want it now.
That was. I remember when Dan said that. Whatever happened to that kid, or Doug, or Dwayne?
Who?
Exactly.
I mean,
Look at that. Oh, that's so harsh. Okay,
We just use people up and throw them away like
we
tissues.
we sure do. You're gonna find Dwayne out there in the dumpster with the donuts.
I mean,
That's it, Strawn. You should take these people in.
No, my trailer, much like my heart, is only so big. There's not a lot of room inside it.
Sure. That makes sense.
all I can say, our things are running way more efficiently now.
Well, big happy day in Caspa's world. Congratulations up there in the booth. I'd throw you a party, but everyone's kind of pissed at you for firing them. Who's up there with you? Is that you got somebody left? Is that Hector?
My most loyal man, of course.
He's next. Okay. All right.
Someone's
Well,
gotta get coffee.
I suppose so. All right, Caspa. Well, we're looking forward to a good show. Of course, tonight we're going to start off with a guest. Goes by the name of Geoff Douche. Now, Geoff Douche, you might recognize that name. He's done some voice acting around these parts. And Geoff, welcome to the show.
That's a hell of an exotic name.
Yeah. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Good to see you. How are you this evening?
Can we get a retake on that? It was pretty. I mean, the entrance was all wrong. I mean, there was no applause. Work with me. Where's the director on this damn show?
Well, I suppose. I mean, you do bring up a valid point. There really wasn't an entrance. You want applause?
Yeah. I mean, maybe feel a little bit appreciated. I mean,
What?
just sitting here doing nothing.
Well, sure. No, we appreciate you. In fact, I mean, if you're capable of it, I guess I don't know. Are you trying to walk
Can I
in?
walk?
Hey,
Yeah. Let me
Mr.
walk in.
Handy, run it back.
Well, don't run it back. We'll just. Yeah. Head over behind the curtains. Well,
Who the hell does this guy think he is?
this is
Any chance we
bizarre.
can get some music out there?
Are you serious?
But doesn't
Yeah.
everybody get music?
I don't-
Okay. Yeah, Hefty, if you don't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the next guest to our show, Mr. Geoff Douche.
Hey, no, that didn't work either. Hey, guy, that's not how my name is pronounced. You know that, right?
It's Geoff. Or is
No,
it-
it's pronounced Jeff. Jeff.
No, I've got it here. It's Geoff. That's G-off.
I don't care how it's spelled. I know what my parents named me, and it's Jeff.
Okay, Jeff Douche.
No, it's Douche. Come on,
Dude.
have a little respect.
Okay, so head back behind the curtains, please.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Strawn.
He
Oh.
does know we're live, right?
He should. He apparently. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to welcome to the show Jeff Deutsch.
Douche. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, hey, everybody, hey.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
nice to be
show.
here.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an entrance. What an entrance. So,
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's I mean, it needs a little work, but it's good. It's a good start. Yeah.
okay, it still needs work. Well, we do everything we can here to please our guests and the audience and the viewers.
Sometimes.
We do. So, you're a voice actor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that. You
What
you
do
like
you want to
doing
know?
it? Well, do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, it's to see the world. All the lovely booths in the back alleys of the world. I guess. Yeah, that's about right.
Listen, so you're the only guest that our audience has applauded for coming. You're the only one that's walked in at this point. You, did you understand that's an important distinction right there,
Jeff. Yeah.
Jeff.
Well, absolutely, and they're a lovely audience. People I love. You guys have been doing really great out there.
You don't need.
I know
you
the guy talks a lot of trash about you. I've seen the show, but no, you're
you don't
really
need to
great
talk
people.
to
Don't
the
take that from him.
audience. You don't need to talk to the audience. They're not real.
Well, why not? They're people. They're right there. Why don't you talk to them?
What?
Why don't you talk to them? Look at the lovely here, huh? Hey, what's your name, miss?
Me?
What?
What? We can't talk to her?
Hi, my name's Emma.
Hey, Emma, you're a peach, huh? Looking good out there. You enjoying the show?
It's fun. I'm just here with my boyfriend.
That's I really don't involve the audience. What? that is funny that you're kind of breaking all the glass ceilings around here. That's not the right phrase, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So
But you Emma, you are lovely. You're a peach. And what are you doing after the show?
Well, I don't have any plans this evening, so I guess I'm available.
okay, let's not start that. So let me let me ask you, what are you doing now?
More stuff. There's always more voice acting. There's more things you got to do. More bits. Some of them pretty big. I got some pretty big stuff coming up. Yeah, I mean, nothing too big though. I mean, I guess
Nothing consequential.
No, I guess not.
Wow. So, well, where are you living nowadays?
That's complicated.
What?
Yeah. Well, I mean, once upon a time, I lived in Pennsylvania.
But you're not living in Pennsylvania now.
Oh no.
Yeah. You can't
Anyone
get-
in here from Pennsylvania? Huh? Come on, anybody else?
Okay, thank you, folks. Thank you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? It's almost like they all clapped. What are you all from Pennsylvania?
No, maybe they just appreciate being talked to for once.
Maybe they
It's a
do.
live studio audience. Maybe treat them like one, huh?
I guess I should. So let me ask you. So you're here because of Captain Cosmos, right?
Oh yeah.
So what's it like working with Rod Stoddard?
Oh, that guy? Yeah, gotta be honest, he's a bit of a dick.
He's a wow.
I mean, according to the media, I didn't meet him myself.
Okay.
Like once at a party, he like spilled something on my arm. Anyway, he was kind of a dick about it.
Okay. So yeah. A lot of people love him, but they don't love him nearly as much as they love that moon monkey.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Now, who do you play? You play a character named Master Cortex. What's that all about?
Yeah. He's a giant, a space brain, and yeah.
How do you
I think we
prepare
brought
for
a
that?
clip.
How do you get in the headspace of a giant brain?
well, as an actor, you got to get yourself into the headspace, and in this case, it was the headspace of the space brain.
I see. I like what you did there.
Uh,
About that. Well, you did do it. You did do it. You both did it. It was something to see. Have you met Strawn?
Well, he's been sitting here for like
Yeah,
5
yeah,
minutes.
Okay, well, my bad. Now, so you brought a
Grumpy, is he
clip.
okay?
He's not okay. He is not okay.
Oh, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. So you, Master Cortex, what an interesting name. And you did bring a clip. You say, what are we about to see? Well, can you tell us a little bit about this clip?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the show, but
Well, right.
gotta be
Okay.
honest.
Yeah.
I don't have the tech to play it. I don't know what the hell's on this thing.
All right,
They gave it to me. They said take it to the show.
Mm.
I don't know.
So, okay, folks, you're about to see a clip that Jeff is pretty sure is from the show. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely.
Can we roll that, Casper?
You got it.
Can you make the robot do it?
Yeah,
Of course he's doing it.
it's him or Hector. Here we go.
Our ship is beyond repair.
Captain, look.
Fucking found you. Ha ha ha.
If Jangles can reverse the polarity on the ionic hydrogenator, it will turn Master Cortex's ship into what we scientists call a microwave.
That cannot be him.
It is I, Master Cortex.
According to my mental manual, reverse polarization can only be achieved if Jangles manages to hack into the combobulator subroutines.
Cosmos and Skyfire in my sights at last. All of your base belong to us. You will be lobotomized.
Go, Jangles, go.
Brainiacs spawn. Brainiacs attack.
Lame brains! To action, quickly, Stella! We must buy Jangles enough time to realign the mechanisms manually.
Your pathetic, stupid mind cannot comprehend my master plan. No, don't, you stupid monkey. Don't reverse the polarity.
It's working!
You pitiful cowards, do not flee.
They're gone.
He's losing control. His mental capacitors are overwhelmed.
My lobes are burning, my precious lobes. My lobes, my precious, perfect lobes.
He did it.
Jangles here has burned the biggest brain in the galaxy alive. The galaxy just got a lot dumber and safer.
Now we just need to wait for rescue.
Wow, that was really something. Yes, give it up for that clip. Now the audience is applauding all throughout the damn show. Very good stuff.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good, huh?
Once you get them started, that's kind of why we tried not to. What was that line? All your bases. That's like a classic line. Can you do that? Yeah, can you do that line?
Oh no. No, see, we use a lot of voice modulation, and yeah, it's a lot of computer stuff. I mean, I'm sure your robot up there, understands at least what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm the host and I don't understand. Well, what exactly is voice modulation?
See, it's where you take a kind of a normal sounding voice and
Yeah.
you kind of jack it up and turn it into something else. Kind of like what you're trying to do, but with computers. You know,
Oh, okay.
can you hear yourself?
Now let me ask, what do you think the future of the Captain Cosmos show is? Can you tell us a little bit about what we might expect to see on the next episode?
No. Did you watch that clip? I got blown up. What the hell do I know?
Oh.
They killed me.
Oh, okay. So you're off the show then. Is that yes, obviously. my apologies.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm sure
Killed.
that
Dead, you know.
Rod Stoddard and Jane Faraday and the monkey himself were all very upset by your departure.
Yeah, they never met me. I'm just a voice in a booth, man. What do you want me to do?
Okay. So yeah, sounds like they're real broken up. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming on the show and sharing that clip with us tonight. It's been such a pleasure, Jeff.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for all the snacks in the green room, and yeah, hey, you and me, lady, after the show, huh?
Okay. Well, folks, next up on the show.
Excuse me.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I stay?
What do you mean?
Like you know, he could move over. I could sit in his spot, and I could just stay right here, right?
Strawn moves over, and you like after the break. We've got
Yeah.
No, we've got Vault Girl coming on after the break.
Oh, that's okay. I heard she's great.
Come on, Otto. Can't we keep him?
No, I'm afraid we can't. I've got to introduce Vault Girl next, and we just kind of keep this show rolling.
Well, is she at least going to get a proper introduction? I know I didn't.
If by that you mean music and applause and all that shit, I don't think so. I think we're just going to do the basic thing, okay? But I really appreciate you being on the show. I truly do.
Can I go sit with Hefty? I mean, I play a mean harmonica.
Okay, folks, we will be back with Vault Girl after these brief messages.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this breaking news bulletin. We can now substantiate earlier reports of a strange light show in the sky. Hours ago, as this station was flooded by fantastic and terrible planes, crowds of curious onlookers began gathering at the mouth of the crater, eager to see what strange gift had been bestowed upon them by the heavens. Several divisions of the Army and local National Guard were being deployed into the area. Since then, no further information has come out of the zone. We have been unable to reestablish contact with our reporters on the ground. The Office of Civil Defense has released a precautionary statement. While there is currently no state of emergency, please stay in your homes, lock your doors, cover all windows, and arm yourselves. Do not panic. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The Office of Civil Defense has released a precautionary statement. While there is currently no state of emergency,
if our eggheads in the science division are right, this creature hitchhiked its way to Earth on a meteor that touched down in the desert 2 days ago. Since then, the monster has grown to over 60 feet in height. It was last seen heading for the atomic power station at Los Alamos. At 0900 hours this morning, a joint operation, codenamed Task Force Delta, was launched in an attempt to neutralize this threat. 15 minutes after the initial contact, a full retreat was ordered for the surviving members of Delta. Despite the awesome might of our most powerful weapons, the creature was unaffected by the attack.
Holy Montana!
As of right now, there does not seem to be a way to stop the monster. At this current rate of growth, it will double its size every 12 hours. In a matter of days, we will all be up shit creek.
What is he saying?
We're all fucked.
And if you think this is bad, just wait till the some bitch lays its eggs.
What did you say to me, you mouthy bitch?
And we're back. Thanks for staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Strawn, what do you make of Geoff? What was his last name?
Douche.
Douche. Well, what'd you think of that guy?
He was a huge dick. Can we have him on again?
Oh, I see what you're doing there. I was just about to ask. At the end of his interview, you said, "Ooh, can we keep him?" I thought, what are you? This was the knife in the back.
Well, it sounded like he didn't have anywhere to go. I felt bad.
It did sound that way. I mean,
he's probably gonna be sleeping in an alley tonight.
It kind of makes me wonder why they killed him off in Captain Cosmos. I mean, maybe he was a bit much. I could kind of see him being like, "Ooh, can I play with that? Ooh, can we get out the laser guns for this shot? Hey, director, how about we put more light on this?" And you know what I mean.
Or they just decided $5 an hour was too much to pay for voice acting.
You peg him at $5. Wow.
Hey,
wow.
Voice acting doesn't pay for shit.
I believe it. I wouldn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to my next guest.
Are they going to get music and applause?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It doesn't seem fair that Touche gets applause and our actual real guest doesn't.
Oh my. Volcurl, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Do you agree with Strawn? I mean, should we have music and applause every time?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, maybe some glitter and rainbows, but music and applause gets a bit too much.
Folks up there in the booth, could we work on glitter and rainbows? If you can make either one of those happen. There you go.
A program for that?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm more comfortable now. I got to tell you, that last guest was something else. Volcurl, how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's?
it went pretty good. Pretty good. I'm glad to be in the new year, definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, last year was a little crazy for me.
I think for everybody.
Yeah, I think you're right. I want to lead off with this. I was told that Eric was off limits.
I don't know.
No.
I only share them out on special occasions, so.
Oh, okay. So you knew how I meant that. I thought you might presume I meant that I was going to ask questions about him. I just meant, if I wanted to make a pass at him. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll restrain myself. Worth a shot. So I gotta ask about, in terms of YouTube, what brought you to YouTube? Like, why did you initially make your channel?
Through a lot of encouragement from people in the Fallout community, definitely. Plasman was the biggest factor to that. He's the kind of the driving force behind my first video.
Oh yeah, really? Nice. Good going, Plaz. Well, if I may ask, what was the first video?
It was a Fallout build video, actually. A very
Okay.
bad one.
But well, you improve over time. I mean, I guess we're all self-critical, but
Well, I think I got more creative. Definitely added, flamingos and teddy bears,
yeah,
I found that's. I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead.
So that's kind of my niche, I think.
Yeah, you have quite the affinity to flamingos. I feel like, do we have flamingos? We have flamingos. There's some flamingos.
Well, I just kind of took up their cause after the Great Flamingo Wars, and just felt they needed a sanctuary.
Wow.
Definitely.
That's almost like the Falkland Islands. It's just like one of those wars that a lot of people kind of gloss over when they're teaching history.
Oh, definitely. They hardly ever speak of it.
That is a shame. Even Australia's didn't Australia have a weird war that had to do with an animal?
Yeah, they tried to slaughter all the emus.
The Emu War. Well, that's wrong too.
Wasn't nearly as tasty as the Flamingo War.
They don't eat flamingo. Don't say that. All girls on the show.
Can't tell a lie. Flamingo is a fine meal.
Yeah, I've seen a few feathers poking out of your lips there.
Oh my, Strawn, that's
it's just Venezuelan cuisine.
Just stick to donuts, man. Stick to donuts,
I can't. Do you have any idea how high my blood sugar is?
I don't. I stopped checking your blood sugar. So what were your...
My doctor can't believe it can get that high.
That's what they all say. What were your goals when starting your channel?
I had none.
Nice. That would be my answer too, I think.
I thought I'd put out an occasional video and that would be it. And, I never thought it would get to the steps that it has.
Yeah, I don't think I ever envisioned myself doing stuff on a regular basis. It's just gonna be like every once in a blue moon or something like that. Now in the last, say, like 5 years or so, can you think of any games that you played that were just duds?
Control.
Control? I'm not even familiar with that game. What's that?
It's kind of a trippy sci-fi. I can't even explain it. It's just very weird. It's like you're supposed to be exploring some mystery, but I don't know.
Oh, that's recent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen for lack of a better word, like cover art, not in the stores, but in an online capacity. Yeah, I didn't know what it was going to be. So yeah, what is it? Is it single player?
Yeah, it's a single player, and you're supposed to like solve this mystery, but you because you're looking for your brother, and when you get to the building he's supposed to be working at, you walk into this guy's office just as he kills himself, and you pick up his gun and become the next chairman or something. I don't know, the head of the Hoobopler. And
Huh.
the gun's supposed to be like a ripoff of Excalibur. I don't know. It's really weird. It's
It
very weird.
sounds it. It sounds it. What about favorites? Last few years.
Oh, A Plague Tale.
A Plague Tale, really?
And Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely love that game.
What stands out? Like story, graphic style.
Oh, for both of them, it was the story. The story was amazing in both of them, and very compelling. I mean, it kept me in the game and wanting to play the game.
Huh. Yeah, I have not played. I've heard a lot of good things about Ghost of Tsushima. But I just haven't. I haven't even really looked much at it yet. Perhaps I should. There's content on your channel, right?
Yes, there is.
What else are you playing currently? I know you play 76. You play Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I dip my toes into Cyberpunk, but until they kind of get that fixed, I've kind of put it on the back burner for right now.
Sure, I think that's a common sentiment. What can you say about Valhalla?
I really enjoyed the story for Valhalla. Not so crazy about the combat. I think they did it better in Odyssey. But the story is really good, and I've really been captivated by it.
That's
Another one I
interesting.
want to get back into and just play and play and play.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, does it outshine Odyssey? So,
No.
okay. But still, definitely a game worth people's time.
Absolutely.
I've heard it. I've seen a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'm almost tempted to pull that trigger. I'm just not quite there yet. I'm pretty stingy when it comes to getting new games, though. 76. You've been playing that for a while. What can you tell? You know, we have a reputation for being 76 haters. Not really, but okay. Well, Strawn might actually be, but
Guilty.
Second.
It's gotten a lot better since its shaky release. How's the new content? Do you like it, or you prefer the game without it? This is the
It's kind of a
Brotherhood
mix.
stuff.
Well, I've not gotten very far in the Brotherhood stuff, but for me, it's really a mixed bag. I really enjoyed the world without the NPCs, and I know that's, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, there's a gasp. Nobody made the gasp in the audience, but
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, it's very freaky for me to get into the game and then hear people talking when they didn't used to.
oh sure.
It's like being back in Fallout 4, and that's not what I wanted to play 76 for.
Right. Definitely two different games.
Yeah, definitely. And it was more for me, it's the setting of 76 that got me excited, since I'm basically from West Virginia.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a state away from you, and like you can get to the Ohio River. I'm just across it. So even I was kind of drawn in by that because I've been through West Virginia so many times. But that's kind of cool. Yeah, I can't imagine them making a Fallout Ohio, so I can't imagine how you feel having West Virginia right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was different. And I will say that they were pretty true to the landscape of the place. And even my hometown, I can recognize where they were trying to go with it. They didn't quite pull it off, but they did a good job.
Nice. So have you built a house in your hometown?
No, because you're not allowed to build in Grafton, so.
Damn you, Bethesda. Let the girl build a house in her own damn town. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I can understand the restraints there. It's like, can't imagine trying to build a house in Fallout 4 in downtown Boston. The game would crash incessantly if I attempted that. I can hardly walk down the street in downtown Boston. But then again, I'm a console pleb. Do you play on console or are you on PC?
I play on console mainly, but I do play some PC games.
Yeah. How about in terms of Fallout 4?
Fallout 4 I always play on console.
Okay. Any reason why? Because I know some people would be like, oh, you're sacrificing something for that, I suppose.
Oh, you mean mods? I don't
Yeah.
care about mods as much. I use them, yes, but I don't know. I'm just more comfortable on my console with newer games. But now Fallout 3 or New Vegas, I prefer on my PC.
Okay. Now, in terms of other content that you put out there, am I missing any games that you've played in the last few weeks?
I played Persona 4 and I play Wastelanders 3 also.
Oh, how is Wastelanders?
Wastelanders is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it's very buggy, but you can see the nods to Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 in it, which is
Nice.
very cool.
Yeah, that would be. Now, you also put out cooking videos.
I do.
That
A
is
few.
pretty awesome. Yeah, like the Fallout cookbook stuff. Have you ever made something from you pulled a lot of stuff from the Fallout cookbook, right?
Yeah, I've cooked almost the whole book.
Can you name anything that you made that you were just like, nope, I gotta do something with this?
Oh, the chili.
The
The
chili.
chili was the Baltic chili.
And anything that like wildly surprised you that made you think like, man, we're gonna make this more often.
The Deathclaw omelet.
Huh. That's interesting. And of course, folks, you can find those videos on Volkar's channel, which obviously we're gonna link in the chat. I gotta ask, so you've got quite a community. So it's not like a shout out from me is gonna double your channel size. But I gotta ask, what do you make of your community? You said when you started you didn't anticipate, what would end up happening, and part of that has to be the community that supports you. Well, what can you say about them?
My community's everything. It's what I built my channel around, has always been community. And what I strive for in each stream or even my videos is to make everybody feel welcome and at home. And like they're just sitting back watching something with a friend or a family member.
I think you accomplished that in spades.
Oh, thank you.
I absolutely do. So here's where the questions get kind of weird. It's not the automated test yet, but let's see. Strawn, do you have anything you want to ask?
Nothing comes to mind. This has been a very thorough interview, Otto.
Was that a compliment?
No, I just can't think of any questions.
So, Vault Girl, what upsets people? Well, the way I usually phrase it, what pisses people off about Vault Girl?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sure people get mad at me over stuff, but they've never expressed it or come to me about it.
I somehow doubt very many people have been upset with you. You just seem like an amicable person to me. So, I'm not surprised. What upsets Vault Girl? What really irks you?
Oh, I think people being needlessly rude to other people is the thing that really gets my goat up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So this interview has been terrible. Yes. Because I am the epitome of rude. No, I'm not really. I try not to be anyways. And I hear what you're saying, like, when people are unnecessarily rude, and they are, quite a bit.
Well, being hateful, I think,
Yeah.
there's being rude. You bump into someone walking down the street and you don't say excuse me, and then there's rude, where you bump into someone walking down the street and then you cuss them out for being in your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's fun.
That would be an average Saturday for Strawn, but no, it's I say that in jest. Deep down, Strawn's an angel. He just would never admit it. But you see it everywhere. Like you mentioned walking down the street, but even traffic. I mean, maybe traffic brings out the worst of it. But then again, I'm lucky. I don't have a horn that works, so I can't really get upset and start laying on the horn or anything. I just have to shake my head and keep driving. What are your passions? Like, other than gaming, what do you do to relax, or hobbies, or stuff along those lines?
I like to read.
Oh, yeah?
I read quite a bit, actually.
Fiction, nonfiction, both?
Murder mysteries, psychological thrillers, those kind of things.
Really? That's cool. Anything worth mentioning that you've read recently along those lines?
The last book I read was the newest J.D. Robb book.
J.D. Robb.
It's a pseudonym for Nora Roberts. Under Nora Roberts, she writes romances, but under J.D. Robb, she writes it's a series about one detective and her husband and the crimes that she goes out and solves. It's a futuristic crime drama thing.
That's cool. I was drawing a blank until you said Nora Roberts, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, I gotta say, I think that pretty much brings us to the end, aside from the automated test. If you'll subject yourself to a series of lightning quick questions, if I can keep up. What was it? What was all
Got
that?
something in your throat?
It wasn't on our end.
Oh.
That was on our end. Huh, but that wasn't the robot, was it?
No.
Okay.
Well,
that was
Casey's
Hector.
yet to teach the robot to make lightning noises, so I have to do it.
Oh, I see. That's what that was. Lightning noises. We should go back and put that in the subtitles, like lightning noises, to assist our audience with that. Now that we're interacting with the audience, which is just bizarre. So, are you willing to take an automated test?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this test will be about words, because it's true you try not to curse. Is that accurate?
Yes.
You try not to, or you just don't? Like, you're good at it?
I try very hard not to.
Okay. Fair enough. So in terms of words, I guess we can fit in phrases and stuff too. But, like, for instance, first question, can you say the word to express agreement?
Why would I?
Would you, or is it acceptable?
No.
Fair. I think okay, I knew you'd do that. I think it's a little dated anyways. How about bird? Is bird the word?
Only on a Tuesday?
Good answer. What about Larry Bird?
The basketball player?
Yeah, I don't know what my question was, but I think asking whether or not it was a basketball player is a fine answer. We'll award you points for that. Does the phrase "a long time coming" irritate you?
Not generally.
How about the phrase, you can't get there from here?
Find your own way?
Are there any phrases that irritate you?
No.
No? Good deal. Let's see, did your parents punish foul language? Have you ever had soap in the mouth?
One time.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna halt the automated test. Can you tell us about that? You don't have to use the word, but...
Actually, I was spelling out the word but, B-U-T, and there was like a scribble a little bit further away from the word, and my father thought I was spelling out the word B-U-T-T, and he washed my mouth out with soap for it.
Oh.
One time.
You weren't even guilty.
No.
That's an injustice. There should be a TV movie about that, except for at the end it goes to court, and obviously you win, but everybody reconciles. I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself here.
And everybody claps when you walk out of the Supreme Court.
That's right. I can see it now. Can you think of, it's a tough question to ask, what is your favorite, but what would one of your favorite words be?
Bobble.
Bobble. That's a good word. Bobble. What about your least favorite words?
Oh, I don't know. I never thought about it.
Moist? Are you one of those people that can't stand the word moist?
No.
Okay. Sorry if people just tuned out. A lot of people have problems with that word. But then, I mean, I like my muffins moist. Anyways.
You dip them in your coffee?
I don't really drink enough coffee. I gotta tell you, I'm way too much of a pop drinker.
Yeah, I am too.
What's your beverage of choice when it comes to soda?
Dr. Pepper on the rocks. I hit the hard stuff.
Wow, you're way too far gone then. No, I'm Pepsi, so same company there. And Strawn, you're fuming?
I'm fuming. What are you talking about?
Whoa, aren't you a Coke man? Haven't you've given me trouble before for choosing Pepsi, the choice of a new generation, I might add.
The choice of a dead generation.
Wouldn't you like to be a Pepper too?
I much prefer Dr. Pepper over the vile, sweet poison of Pepsi.
I get it. Volgirl gets a pass. What is your dog's name?
Callie, Xena, Voss, Prawn, Hawk, Queen Barklord the First.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Otto, I think we had an audio glitch. Did we hear that right?
Yeah, no, I think that was all. Okay, there's a story behind that. I was told to ask you that. I did not know the answer. I'm blown away. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, so Tally is after, Tally Xena is after the Tally from Mass Effect. And because she's a Quarian, they always take their last name from the ship that they live on. And so the Voss is from that, which is like that, or, towards the ship. Anyways.
Yeah.
Prawn is because our dog is a very tiny, tiny Pomeranian. And it kind of comes from the pond prawn in Skyrim.
Okay, yeah.
Hawk is the last name of the character you play in Dragon Age 2. And Queen Barklord because she thinks she's a queen. She likes to bark. And she wants to be a lord.
Queen Barklord, that's nice. That is, wow, I am glad I asked that. I mean, it destroys the lightning round, but it was worth it because, like, there's no way that could have been a quick answer. I mean, that's great though. That is awesome. I can't say that I'll remember it. Is there something? Do you call her something for short then?
Niblet.
Niblet. Niblet's good too. You know, even on its own. Now I gotta ask. We're gonna enter a portion of the test here where you see, I have a bad habit of cursing. You've said that you don't curse. Now, for the sake of our some back there in the pipes in the theater. I don't know if you heard that. I did. We'll get it looked at, folks. Don't worry. Just make sure you got your rubbers on, and I mean boots. So, in an effort to assist our censors, if I were to say, 5 or 6 curse words and give you the context of them, could you clean them up for us?
No, I can certainly try.
Okay, well, we'll start with a strong one. Motherfucker, as in somebody that just did you wrong.
Flippin' flapjacks.
Those flippin' flapjacks, they'll come get you every time. They never learn. I like it.
Sneaky things. Yep.
Now, how about shithole describing a place, a location, an abode?
Ooh. Dungeon crawler.
A dungeon. You know, I have been to people's houses where it's been a real dungeon crawl. Just getting to their den or living room. It's interesting. Okay. Something that is bullshit in terms of just being lies or inaccurate.
Baked biscuit.
That is a baked biscuit. I like it. This one was submitted. Just kidding. No. Anyways, this one, not coined in Deadwood, but it certainly comes from there. Cocksucker. In other words, a jerk.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
A corn husker.
A job nobbler. I don't know.
Frito fighter?
A Frito fighter? Is that what you said? Frito? Like,
Yeah.
Frito Lay? I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
A Frito fighter. I could also see a Frito fighter being a freedom fighter that isn't really, not very good. Might be the weakest link. Like, we're freedom fighters, except for Jimmy here. He's a Frito fighter.
We got him on discount.
This next one, man, I gotta tell you, I'm nervous to even say it out loud. This woman is really disagreeable, I would suppose, because the word is cunt.
Wow. Wow. I think I need to wash my mind out with soap now.
I see what I've done. So what about a woman that's just very disagreeable? I guess gender doesn't have to matter. We'll take the 4-letter C word out of the conversation and just say, what would you call just a real jerk of a gal?
You mean like a bad egg kind of girl?
Yeah.
Well, you've always got your dirty birdie, but that's, that kind of explains everything.
True.
Wow. That's a hard one. I think you've got me on that one.
Holy crud. We've done it? I can't believe it. This Vol girl, this sounds like a baked biscuit to me. Are you being honest? You think we've stumped you? I've got one. Instead of calling her that, you could call her a mean lady. But see, mine aren't clever.
No, that's too bland. It's got to have pizzazz,
It does. And that's something you've got and I can only aspire to because, yeah, look at me. Mean lady comes to mind. Why, you're a mean lady. The last one could be almost any word, but we're just going to present probably the most popular curse word. The word is fuck. As if you've just burnt yourself or cut yourself. What would you say?
I normally go with the tried and true fudge it.
Fudge it.
Mm,
Fudge it. That's a good one.
yeah.
Well,
But then I think of ice cream and hot fudge and, then I'm all happy again.
yeah. I could go for some ice cream and hot fudge. It always makes me a little rumbly in the tummy, but
I'm ready to fudge off.
You're ready to fudge off. What is going on in Discord, by the way? But don't answer that. Just, I'm hearing sound effects every other second. Apologies for that, folks.
I think Casey's robot is short now.
Yeah, man. If it's the robot doing it, I might have to have words with that Mr. Handy, that Bentworth. I mean, they do get a little, anyways, we'll deal with that during this next commercial break. Before we, step away, I want to very sincerely thank Volker for spending a little time with us tonight. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Good. It was for me. And of course, you're always welcome back. And again, I'm just grateful that you took the time. As for that robot up in the booth, we'll deal with that later. Folks, stay with us. After the break, we'll have a little musical number by E6. Or that's Electric 6. Is that the Danger High Voltage, guys?
I believe it is.
I believe it is too. This should be interesting. We will be back after these brief messages.
Home sweet home. And what does one think of when they think of home? Comfort, warmth, security, and safety. But just how safe are our homes? Whether it's that crumple on the carpet that trips you up, or that blasted chair that gives out from under you. Perhaps it's Samuel's roller skate that puts you on your ass. Home can be a dangerous place. Take little Sally, for instance. She should not be playing so near to that office fan. So much for Sally's digits. Or Ralph. Ralph is an arsonist in the making. Oh, thank heavens that fire went out, Ralph. You could have... Oh, never mind. Better back off. Or little Thomas. He just finished writing his farewell letter. At least, that's what some may presume, judging from the fact that Thomas is about to produce his father's revolver from that drawer. No matter how well supervised your house is, it can be a downright dangerous place. Oh, Bertha, that's scalding hot water. Oh, I guess she knows that now. Bertha is being watched by not just one, but 2 nannies. But these feeble women are easily distracted by gossip of the day, soap operas, and the gardener, in reverse order. They're flabbergasted. They know not what to do about Bertha's wounds. Therefore, Bertha will be scarred for life. And that is precisely why, a long time ago, the brilliant minds at General Atomics International got together with the equally brilliant minds at Robco Industries to produce the incredible, multi-talented Mr. Handy, the only home supervisor you will ever need. Wake up each morning to a piping hot Luxembourg pot of fresh coffee, courtesy of Mr. Handy. Mr. Handy will tidy your home in enough time to take in a few shows of his own. Rest comfortably knowing the dishes that so trouble you will be done by Mr. Handy, and even take in a late-night show confident in the fact that Mr. Handy will sing your little ones to sleep. Mr. Handy expertly performs many duties, such as accounting, cleaning, comforting, cooking, childcare, entertaining, elderly care, grocery delivery, grooming, haircutting, makeup application, marital advice, pet care, pet grooming, personal assistance, and many more. There is no task too big for Mr. Handy to handle. So what are you waiting for?
Consult your General Atomics International sales rep or your Robco Industries sales rep today. Get your very own Mr. Handy and start making your home a safer place.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. How about those gals? Can they dance or what? You know, they can kind of do that. The name of that dance is the Bethesda Default. And of course, that's the Arquettes, the Arquette girls, only here on the late stream. Speaking of girls, I do deeply appreciate Vault Girl coming on the program. I was delighted when she agreed to be on the program, and I really enjoyed talking to her. And we broke her. No, in the automated test, I have now learned that you cannot clean up the C word. I cannot believe I ran that one past her. No, that word is too filthy to even get. It will get through the censors because they won't know what to do with it. I don't know. Vault Girl is not truly, she doesn't really work for standards and practices. But she could because she's very clever at cleaning up language. But again, that C word. Anyways, from one vulgarity to another, I only say that because I believe the upcoming song has a little bit of vulgar language in it as well. As always, you already know this program is intended for mature audiences. Folks, I mentioned E6, Electric Six, and I acted a little ignorant, but in truth, this is one of my favorite bands. My wife enjoys Electric Six too. We see them live as often as we can. I think they're talented and they're funny. For your consideration, folks, I present to you The Bomb by Electric Six.
Now who elected you judge and jury in the body of a beautiful like nothing else matters. Nemo reached down between my legs and eased the seat back.
And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. How about those gals? Can they dance or what? You know, they can kind of do that. The name of that dance is the Bethesda Default. And of course, that's the Arquettes, the Arquette girls, only here on the late stream. Speaking of girls, I do deeply appreciate Vault Girl coming on the program. I was delighted when she agreed to be on the program, and I really enjoyed talking to her. And we broke her. No, you know, in the automated test, I have now learned that you cannot clean up the C word. I cannot believe I ran that one past her. No, that word is too filthy to even get. It will get through the censors because they And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. How about those gals? Can they dance or what? You know, they can kind of do that. The name of that dance is the Bethesda Default. And of course, that's the Arquettes, the Arquette girls, only here on the late stream. Speaking of girls, I do deeply appreciate Vault Girl coming on the program. I was delighted when she agreed to be on the program, and I really enjoyed talking to her. And we broke her. No, in the automated test, I have now learned that you cannot clean up the C word. I cannot believe I ran that one past her. No, that word is too filthy to even get. It will get through the censors because they won't know what to do with it. I don't know. Vault Girl is not truly. She doesn't really work for standards and practices, but she could because she's very clever at cleaning up language. But again, that C word. Anyways, from one vulgarity to another. I only say that because I believe the upcoming song has a little bit of vulgar language in it as well. As always, you already know this program is intended for mature audiences. Folks, I mentioned E6, Electric Six, and I acted a little ignorant, but in truth, this is one of my favorite bands. My wife enjoys Electric Six too. We see them live as often as we can. I think they're talented and they're funny. For your consideration, folks, I present to you The Bomb by Electric Six.
fucking you, it's like nothing else matters. They gonna reach down, squeeze my legs, and ease the seat back.
Accommodations for guests of the Late Stream are provided by the fabulous Starlight Motel, known for its great service and cozy, inviting rooms. Guests are treated to all amenities, including a color TV in every room, free continental breakfast, and state-of-the-art gym and spa. The Late Stream is proud to partner with Starlight Motels, LLC.
And we're back. Thank you, folks, for watching with us tonight. I had a great time. It is our hope that you did, too. Mr. Strontium, what did you think of tonight's monologue?
I thought it was just terrific.
You did? You genuinely thought it was good?
Wait. I meant to say terrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
Kind of different.
Yeah, it's just a polar opposite.
Yeah, not quite the same thing.
Mm-mm. Casper, everything. Yeah. Everything ran very smoothly tonight, except for that little Discord debacle there at the end of Volker's interview.
Yeah. About that, yeah.
Yeah, you might talk to Wentworth.
There's a thing about that. Wentworth's not up here at the moment, and you haven't happened to see him, have you?
We're doing the closer right now. Remember, Casper? Do we have time for this? How's our time?
We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. I just want to ask.
Okay.
We're a team, right?
Yes. Strong.
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah. By contract, I think, yeah. So just have Hector play out the credits. We'll be fine.
There's this thing about that too. Hector's gone.
What do you mean Hector's gone? Did he leave with Wentworth?
A little bit before Wentworth. What had happened is Hector, apparently he served, and he also served with this guy named Mr. Gutsy.
Yeah.
And he called him a piece of junk. And that didn't make Wentworth very happy. And so, like, Hector's gone. I'm doing Hector's job, pushing all these buttons. And
So you're Mr. Handy took offense on behalf of Mr. Gutsy. That's okay. That's why you fired Hector then. What about Tanya? Did you fire Tanya? Why?
Yeah. Tanya was fired. Tanya was fired.
What did
too.
Tanya do?
Well, apparently she likes a Mrs. Nanny.
Sure.
So, that didn't go over with J.G. Wentworth very well either.
Oh my.
So, I mean, we didn't need her. We had Wentworth. So,
but we kind of need her now, right? What about Dwayne? You fired Dwayne too? Of course.
Of course, we fired Dwayne.
Why'd you fire him?
We didn't need anyone else. We had J.G. J.G. Wentworth was the answer. And I don't know why you keep mentioning Dwayne. I don't know who Dwayne is.
Dwayne, you remember? Oh.
Just let it go, Otto.
Okay, but
okay. I gotta.
Can you do this? Can you run the credits?
The credits will be good to go. I just want everyone to put their hands out and say 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
We'll do it when the time comes. Sure. Yeah. Oh man, what a mess. Folks, the lesson is don't trust Mr. Handies. Anyways, again, I want to thank you for tuning into the program. Mr. Strontium, as always, thank you. And, of course, we want to...
You're welcome.
Oh, you stop that.
All right.
Thank you. Of course, we want to thank Volker. Then we want to thank Geoff Duche.
He stole one of our audience members.
Oh, wow. Yeah, seat 1Q has been vacated. Well, how about that? Big round of applause for Jeff.
We can't do that right now.
No applause. Well, I think it's pre-programmed into the credits, so we'll just go there. We also want to thank Electric Six. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time. As always, Tune in for the next show, where there'll be a guest in the title and a musical performance in the description.
All right, everyone. Can I get a 1, 2, 3, teamwork?
Good night.
Folks, we have reached the end of our broadcast day for Friday, October 22nd, 2077, here at OMG Television Studios, Boston. We sincerely thank you for tuning in and hope that you will join us again tomorrow. And now, our national anthem.